Hello everyone, welcome to the Valley News Now desk. Duke Schindler here joining you today as we dive into a little bit of Investigate TV on this very nice Tuesday afternoon. Actually, I took a single step outside this morning and I was like, is this spring? That felt really good, but as you know, if you tapped into our First Alert Storm team, that those temps will be dipping. But enough of that. Obviously, we're going to dive into Investigate TV here as they reveal strategies for you to identify AI that introduces you to content creators who are educating others on this evolving tech. Plus, we're going to dive into a little bit of scamming as some scammers are posing as police officers now, then threaten to arrest their victims. Then after that, we examine this scheme that cost one woman tens of thousands of dollars. So without further ado, here is Investigate TV.
Today on Investigate TV Plus.
I'm currently at the border, but there is no war. Mom, Dad, I know this looks kind of real, but it's all AI.
Artificial intelligence now powerful enough to create images and stories that appear real, but are entirely fake. A fact experts say could have dangerous impacts.
They know they can go viral by making a generative AI video of a natural disaster in someone's city. And that's terrifying.
I'm T. Chappelle.
And I'm Lee Zurich. We'll show you ways to spot whether something is real or AI. Plus, we speak with content creators helping others identify AI and reveal how you can put your own skills to the test at home.
Then scammers pose as police officers and threaten to arrest their victims.
They followed my car. They tracked all the mileage. I had to keep telling them where I was and how much I'd gone.
We examine the scheme that cost this woman tens of thousands of dollars.
And proof a small gesture can have a big impact.
In-depth stories that inform and inspire. You're watching Investigate TV Plus.
It's no longer science fiction. Artificial intelligence can now be found in homes, cars, hospitals, and schools across the country.
As the tech becomes more sophisticated, video and images generated and manipulated with AI are becoming more indistinguishable from reality.
Experts we spoke with say the best way to identify AI is to educate yourself about it.
Reporter Kristen Crowley traveled to California to meet with two content creators doing just that.
The story you're about to see contains AI. Some of it will be obvious, other parts not so much. For example, I really am in Los Angeles, but this Hollywood sign, it's AI. And the creators you're about to hear from will show you how they're able to do AI generations like this and so much more in hopes you can be better at detecting what's real and what's not. On a grocery run in San Diego.
No potatoes.
No potatoes.
Madeline Salazar has a short shopping list.
Actually, I want to get a few.
She's not going to eat them, at least not right now.
Which purse is real? This one's a potato. This one's Coach.
Why a potato?
The potato was just a very easy thing to hold and to motion track, and people thought it was really funny, so I've leaned into it, and now I pretty much have a potato with me wherever I go.
And that's because wherever Madeline goes, whether it's overseas or in her own living room, she's creating videos like these.
In this video, see if you can tell what's real and what's AI. Thanks, Marissa. My format is this real or is this AI? And I put one real thing next to an AI generated image.
How successful are your real or AI videos?
1 to 15 million views for most of them.
Per video.
Per video. Is this a real ship?
Madeline says that tells her people have an appetite to learn about AI. So she's teaching them.
This is how I used AI to make it look like I'm riding a horse. Step 1, I generate still images of me riding a horse.
Madeline walks us through the program she uses, like Adobe's Firefly, and the prompts she gives it.
I take a still from my video, bring that into Photoshop, where I will generate whatever AI image I would like to show. I can lay that graphic on top of my footage and you won't be able to tell the difference. This is an AI microphone.
Hearing you explain it, it actually sounds a little complicated. Could the average person do it?
Yes. It's not straightforward, it's a little bit complicated, but it is way easier than anything I could have ever attempted to do 2 years ago. I can realistically ride a horse in a video. The average person probably can't create an incredible, indecipherable AI-generated video and post it, but it is progressing every day. A lot of people are very upset about the fact that I'm teaching other people how to do this. But in my opinion, I'm showing you how to be aware of it.
And aware of the fact certain people will post AI videos or images trying to make you believe they're real.
They know they can go viral by making a generative AI video of a natural disaster in someone's city. And that's terrifying.
In a stunning development, Canada has declared war on the United States.
Travis Bible, who has a background in film as a director and editor, saw the terrifying possibilities for that too.
And I kind of put together a PSA, a public service announcement, kind of for my parents, just kind of showing them what this technology could do.
I'm currently at the border, but there is no war. Mom, Dad, I know this looks kind of real, but it's all AI.
Once he posted the video online, it generated more than 2 million likes on Instagram.
You might be able to tell this is fake now, but it's gonna keep getting better.
What's your ultimate goal in the videos that you post?
I'm trying to create AI awareness. I don't want people to be caught off guard, kind of like the way I was with how far this technology has come. Like, it's not coming, it's here.
As it gets better, it can put people at risk. The Department of Homeland Security released a full report warning deepfakes pose threats to national security, people's finances, and more. Voice technology company Resemble AI says AI-powered deepfakes caused more than $200 million in financial losses just in the first quarter of 2025, proving just how convincing the tech can be.
You wish I was different. So do I. You hate me.
Travis walked us through some common AI flubs that people can look out for to help spot otherwise convincing AI.
There's some pretty obvious tells on this, right? Like, I don't know what this is.
Oh, I see. Hollywood is not even spelled correctly.
Yeah, Hollywood isn't spelled. The geography is really off on this. But her as a person, I buy.
But these blatant mistakes, he says, come with an asterisk.
So I have a list right now. We could go through some things, how it looks too professional, like there's some blurring around the edges. If you look at the background, weird things are happening. But a year from now, that might not be true anymore. That's how fast it's advancing.
How do you educate them when it's something this looks really real and I don't know exactly how to tell it's AI?
Do your best to use common sense if this would actually be happening, because you know the line between what's AI and what's real and how you can tell, it's getting very blurred.
That's why Travis and Madeline continue creating their examples.
Look at this little baby bird I found.
Am I real or AI?
Showing the real side of artificial reality.
I'm AI.
Okay, so this really is the Hollywood sign. But the takeaway from the story should be that whatever is presented to you online, especially on social media, should be really observed with a critical eye. Take a second, a third, even a fourth look to really make sure what you're seeing is real and not AI.
With the strategies we learned from Madeline and Travis, we decided to put our own skills to the test with an interactive game. All right, here we have two images side by side, the original photo and another manipulated by AI. All right, Tisha, can you spot which one is AI?
I'm thinking maybe the one on the right is AI, because why would you want to take something away? I think you would want to add something to make the picture seem more authentic.
So you're saying right is AI.
I'm saying right is AI.
And left is real. All right, now how about these two?
Yes, I'm looking for something to give it away, and I don't see anything specific. Maybe the one with more cars?
So Tisha says left AI, right reality. All right, Tisha, you're pretty good at this. You got one wrong, one right though.
Which
you did
one?
right. So the left side both times was AI.
Okay.
So you got the first one wrong.
The first one wrong.
Because the buildings were real in the background and everything. But the second one, those cars were all AI.
I knew it.
You called it.
But you know what? I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Nothing specific.
I've taken
that one.
tests like that in my school days and
Yeah.
got it wrong and right sometimes too.
Well, you can play the game yourself right now, and we have hundreds of images, so you won't get the same quiz twice. Head to InvestigateTV.com and search Manipulated Game.
Still ahead, another form of deception costs a woman more than $30,000.
It sounds so realistic.
We break down the con preying on people's trust in law enforcement so you don't fall victim.
Just follow your gut, because if I would have done that, it would have ended way sooner.
Plus, we take you to a high school where students are getting an education beyond the books.
Back in the day, they'd ask, hey, what's the importance of GPA? Now they're asking, what's the importance of the 401k?
We explore the leadership program shaping the next generation.
Missing jury duty can come with real consequences, including fines and jail time.
Scammers have taken advantage of that real fear, often posing as law enforcement, to scare victims into handing over personal information, money, or both.
Headlines across the country illustrate the issue as officials work to get the word out about this scam.
In Arizona, one woman hopes sharing her experience will help warn others after she lost $35,000.
Reporter Michaela Castillo shows us how it works.
You're speaking with Lieutenant Mark, first name Mark, last name Newman. It's going to be Newman, okay?
This was the phone call Christine received back on July 7th in the early afternoon.
It sounds so realistic.
But that phone call was a man impersonating a police officer, telling Christine that she missed jury duty.
According to them, if I paid the citations, which they were trying to give me failure to appear in court and contempt of court, if I paid those, then the judge would dismiss my case.
Christine said that she was instructed to go meet with a bond agent and pay up to $16,000 in citations. Otherwise, she would go to jail.
They informed me that I also had to pay bond to stay out of jail until I could meet with the judge. I said, this is insane. You told me this is what I owe. And they said, it's not a big deal. You'll get it back. You just go to the bank.
Christine was directed to stop at 4 different banks to collect $35,000 to pay this so-called bond. And at that point, she says she knew something was wrong.
They followed my car. They tracked all the mileage. I had to keep telling them where I was and how much I'd gone.
As wild as it may sound, Christine isn't the only person this has happened to. According to the Federal Trade Commission, Arizona is ranked the 4th worst state for so-called imposter scams, losing an estimated $766 million to fraudulent phone calls and payment apps. Now, Christine hopes her story can help prevent others from falling victim to these scams and losing thousands of dollars.
Just follow your gut, because if I would have done that, it would have ended way sooner.
One law enforcement agency in Oregon put out a warning after a scammer targeted one of their own deputies.
I didn't recognize the number, but I was a little suspicious just kind of going into it, with my background in law enforcement.
Deputy David Huey quickly realized it was a scam but decided to play along and record the conversation. The scammer told the actual deputy that he had missed jury duty and there was a warrant out for his arrest.
That panel selection was actually scheduled last Monday, sir. You actually missed that panel selection.
The scammer said he needed to go to the police station, listing the address of the sheriff's office where Huey works every day. After speaking to a supposed higher-up, Deputy Huey was done playing along.
Yes, sir, this is Captain Carter. I'm with the sheriff's office, sir.
Just out of curiosity, how many people fall for this scam?
Quite a bit more than you would think so.
According to the FTC, courts will never make you pay over the phone. In fact, no government agency will do that. If you get a call like this, you should hang up and report the scam to reportfraud.ftc.gov.
In August 2025, the FTC put out a warning about a new twist on the jury duty scam. The agency says scammers sometimes direct victims to a fake website where they're instructed to enter personal information, such as a social security number, to look up how much they owe. The FTC says real law enforcement officers will never call you to threaten your arrest. If you think the call could be legitimate, you should hang up and search for the courthouse's public phone number or website to contact them.
Still ahead, this joyful gesture is a mainstay on Main Street.
I guess you can tell by when people go by, they're honking their horns, they know his name.
We introduce you to one man who spreads positivity with a simple thumbs up.
But first, one leadership program has a long-lasting impact.
They're more engaged. Many of them are getting more involved in student government. Their grades have increased. They understand the power of community service.
We explore the program helping teens turn from peer pressure to peer support. The Fortune 500 is the annual list put out by Fortune magazine of the top companies in America. As of June of 2025, only 9 were led by Black CEOs.
One organization is working to change that landscape by teaching leadership skills to teens.
Reporter Dedrick Russell shows us the program giving teens the tools to be a positive influence.
There's greatness in this room.
Motivational speaker and author Marlon Smith is leading these 9th and 10th graders through Leadership Inside Out. It's an 8-week college and career readiness program that encourages these teenagers to make good decisions.
Point to the person across from you, say your success, is your choice. Excellent.
And success is what Jalen Freeman and Hebron Sampson choose. They are freshmen at West Charlotte High School with straight A's. Even with success in the classroom, they still signed up for this program to learn how to be successful outside the classroom.
Instead of aiming for a large goal that seems impossible, you have to set smaller, tiny goals, multiple tiny goals, in order to use them as steps to grow up to your larger goal.
This program is free for students, and it's funded by Barings Investment Company and Avid Exchange. These program organizers are on assignment at West Charlotte High School.
We want to affect this particular corridor. If we can do this school in particular, this is where we want to be. We had this program at 5 different schools initially, and Barron's said, no, let's focus down into one school and create the change we're looking for in this school.
Yeah, have you seen a return on the investment?
Oh, we definitely have. I mean, the young people, they're more engaged. Many of them are getting more involved in student government. Their grades have increased. They understand the power of community service.
Have you seen a change in yourself since you started this program?
Yes, I'm better at talking with people and actually getting outside more.
Yes, I think I've been able to take more opportunities and reach out to others if I want to build more connections.
Leadership Inside Out program uses this book, Living with Purpose, as a guide to reach these students.
The one and done doesn't work. So it's about reinforcing winning habits. We talk to them about REPO, R-E-P-O-H. What you do with repetition then becomes easy. Once it's easy, it then becomes a pleasure. Once it's a pleasure, you want to do it what? More often, and then it becomes a habit.
On the road to telling the difference between good and bad habits, students get honest. In this exercise, students moved when they heard a statement that was true. Listen and watch this transparency.
I have been in a car when there's someone driving under the influence. I have been bullied.
This exercise showed these students they are not alone. It also shows there is still time to make good decisions.
Repeat after me. Either I win, or I learn.
This program is changing lives, and students here are learning how to win.
I think this program is an opportunity to be able to stand out from others.
So far, about 100 students have completed this program. Leadership Inside Out also brings students on tours to college campuses.
Still ahead, he's unable to speak but found a way to turn a simple gesture into a loud statement on staying positive.
That's the goal, is the inspiration in a complicated world.
We introduce you to one man lifting people's spirits as they pass by.
It's a widely recognized gesture most recently popularized by Facebook's like button. While the origin of the thumbs up is unclear, its first modern use is believed to have originated during the early days of flying, where pilots would use the gesture to communicate with ground crews.
For 10 years, a Michigan man has made a difference in his community with a simple thumbs up.
Reporter David Andrews explains why for him it speaks louder than any words.
Main Street in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. On a bench at the corner of State and Main, George Dockstader has become a salutation staple for the past
10 years. Hi.
This 78-year-old has been lifting the spirits of those driving by simply lifting his thumb.
He gets up very early, and he's out here a lot of times at 4 a.m.
Hi.
That's George's friend and breakfast buddy, Kurt Norgard.
Yeah, does, and you'll see a lot of waving and beeping, yes. That's how it is.
Kurt says if this Main Street mainstay is missing for any stretch of time...
Oh yeah, it comes up in the community. Hey, what happened to George? Where's George at?
He's not here every day.
No. George.
It just makes them happy to see his smiling face and his thumbs up.
Jenny Rubel is the pastor at the First Congregational Church across the street. She says George is not only one of her flock, but a friend, and to the community, a blessing.
I guess you can tell by when people go by, they're honking their horns, they know his name.
But what they might not know, George suffered 2 major strokes 35 years ago.
Yeah.
He has paralysis on the right side of his body, and at times, trouble speaking.
Well, slow and gradually.
But he has no problem smiling and offering a congenial gesture to everyone who goes by.
Looks like you make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, well.
And when he's not greeting passersby, George passes the time crocheting blankets and pictures, all with his left hand. But he never misses another chance to share his positive perspective on life.
Yes.
Yes. That's the goal, right? Yeah, that's the goal, is the inspiration in a complicated world.
So if you're driving down Main Street in Eaton Rapids and you see George, roll down the window, give him a shout, honk and wave, because George has a thumbs up just for you.
And that's it for us at Investigate TV Plus. I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. Thanks for watching.
And that'll do for this episode of Investigate TV. Pretty cool one at the end there. When I used to live in Arizona, there was a guy in Scottsdale that would sit at the corner, flip a sign for a business, and it was just absolutely electric. It got me fired up after every single day, after a bad day, morning, night. He was always out there just bringing up the vibes. But that is going to do for us here on Investigate TV on the Valley News Now desk. If you like what you see, let us know in the Facebook comments of this live, or if you want to message the VNL directly on Facebook, feel free to do so yourself. Otherwise, make sure to download the VNL app. If you've got a smartphone mobile device, that's available on Android or Apple, as well as if you've got a smart TV, a Roku, Apple TV, and Fire Stick, all available for VNL News, so you never miss another Investigate TV. But for now, Duke Schindler on the desk. We'll catch you later.